Welcome back to Rucking Rochester. I'm Lindsay, and today we're going to do a short one because my plans got all screwed up. And it's about consistency and what happens when things don't go your way and you have to modify. Because I'm using I'm using Rucking and the Seek to Do More program to better myself as a whole. And staying positive and keep moving forward is freaking hard. And here I am. My goal today is to actually go to a proper gym, but life got in the way. So I had to modify. And because I had to modify, here we are talking. Okay, I have my thoughts with me now that I can breathe. I mean, they call it ruck marching for a reason. The whole point is just to move and move with purpose and move with speed and push yourself, get that heart rate pumping. So when that happens, sometimes my brain stops functioning because my feet are moving. But the whole point of me getting on here to talk to you guys today is to say I'm 6 weeks into this program. That is 6 weeks of committing to myself to get out and exercise every day, meet my protein and my water intakes every day, make sure I spend time reading, learning, working on my personal relationships. What else? Finding time for a hobby, and to have fun and actually find time to sit back and reflect. And that's 6 weeks of making sure I hit that as a bare baseline minimum every day. All the while adding on small little extras to make the world around me a better place. And one of those things is being able to do this and talk to you guys. For me, it kind of checks off a little of each list. I get to educate somebody. I get to pay it forward. And I actually get to enjoy this because this I find fun. Whether or not anybody's out there watching it. Hi, one viewer. But my point today is, how in the world do you stay motivated to do this for 6 solid weeks? And the answer is, it's hard. Holy cow, is it hard. There's a lot of times where, I'm gonna girl up. I just flat out cried through an entire workout, literally through adult temper tantrums like a toddler. I don't want to, yet did it anyways through my tantrums. Not proud to say, but I think during one of those temper tantrums, I actually was mean to my neighbor who stopped to just say hi, and I was in the middle of, we're going to call it anger rucking, and to Dave, I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. I know it's been a few weeks, and I saw you just now and had a happy, friendly wave. So always stop, always say hi, even if I'm in a bad mood, because smiles and people help. And that's another thing. Don't try this alone. Find a community. Find a trainer. Somebody that you can say, hey, I'm having a crap day, and be that cheerleader for you, because it makes the world a difference. Find a group of folks that do similar things that you do, that you like to do. For me, obviously, it's hiking. I'm hoping the same thing is for you guys, because you're here, right? And find that group. Heck, hit me up. I'm fine. Go find me on any of the social media platforms and say, hey, what's up and what are you doing this weekend? Happy to share. Happy to hear your wins. Which brings me to wins. They happen. And they happen when you don't pay attention to what's going on around you. I had 2 wins this week. Win number 1, I actually ran up a flight of stairs 2 at a time and didn't realize I did it until I got to the top. I literally got to the top and just stood there going, A, I don't run. B, What happened? What superpower Lindsay just showed up to run 2 steps at a time to get up a flight of stairs? My body just did it. And it did it because I've been consistent in my exercise. I've been consistent to myself. Huge win. Win number 2 is another one I'm not even paying attention to. When you've been a little fluffy for quite a while and you've been on the very last hole of your belt, you just stop looking at yourself in the mirror. You stop paying attention to yourself. And today I had a win where I actually paid attention to how I put my belt on, and I was 2 holes shorter. Huge win. And then I'll wrap this up with a 3rd win before I hit this hill. No, I'm going to go tackle this giant hill and I'll be back. Oh. Okay, I'm through all the rough route parts. Oh, what was the last thing? Another big win. Friend who I can talk to frequently, but haven't seen face to face in a while. Actually, we met up and she paid the compliment of, I look better. She can see it in my face, in my attitude, and that I'm just portraying positive energy. And that right there is what I'm working towards most, is just making sure that those around me feel the change along with me, which is huge. Couple of things. Met up with one of my teammates last week. I will share a couple of videos while I'm chatting here. Her name's Isabel, and she and I tackled Mount Tuscarora down in Allegheny State Park, which, according to our GPSs, is about 11-mile long trail, and my watch told me 2,200 feet of elevation gain. And that's the farthest I have ever pushed myself, and the most elevation gain to date since I've been on this journey. And heck, in my, I'm going to call it my second adult life. And a lot of that was made possible thanks to a hiking partner. I would have given up and just turned around at the halfway point. But having somebody with you that you were able to have conversation with and talk, I'm not kidding you, it wasn't until we came back, as in we climbed the mountain up and over, stopped and had lunch, turned around, climbed the mountain and back up and over. And it wasn't until we made it back and we're heading down the steepest part, heading back to our cars, that I stopped halfway down and I looked at her and go, do you remember coming up this? And she looks at me, she goes, no, I don't. And we had the biggest laugh, because here we are, 2 of the world's slowest hikers, and to all the slow hikers out there, you all rock. And we made it, and we gabbed our way up to the top, and what should have been a huff puff experience ended up being a delightful one. And yeah, I was sore a couple days later, but who cared? I had a great time, and I pushed myself thanks to a new friend. So find somebody that is willing to go on your crazy adventures and join you on this journey, or at least just be your cheerleader. They are worth everything. Oh, who's Jim Kunkel? In memory of Jim Kunkel. It's a bench. I've not been on this trail before. I will have to go look them up, because apparently they enjoyed this here. To wrap up my ramblings for the day, though, is rucking can change your life. It really can. The key is be consistent with it. Be consistent to yourself. Yes, there's more to any weight loss program than just, throwing in a backpack and going for a hike. But it's a start. So start there. Get out. enjoy the trails, and ruck something.